Yeah, so hello everyone and welcome to the session on tense. So today we are going to start our very crucial topic, that is tense. So first and the foremost thing is that we have to understand what is tense and why we have to learn the tense. So let's get started with our general question. And at the same time, let me tell you, whenever you start any topic, not only tense, so you have to know what it is and why we are going to learn. So according to a survey or according to an estimation, almost 70 to 80% of the people are not aware of tense. In case if you ask what is tense, simply they may say tense is nothing but time. But actually, it's not time. If tense is time, then what is time? Time is an entity which comes under the physics. Okay. So, how come the time of physics can be similar to English? So, let's start with our question and then proceed. So, before we get into the definition, let me show you a few examples. Let me remove this. So here we have three examples. I have written, I attend the CS class, or even you can say simply, instead of writing this, you can say spoken English class. For example, I attend the spoken English class. Then the second part, again spoken English. Okay. And here as well, spoken English. Okay. So I attend the spoken English class, I attended the spoken English class, and I will attend the spoken English class. So what's the basic difference between all these three things? So in these three things, if you can observe, the common thing is that spoken English, I mean the object. So this gonna be the object in this. After that, this thing's gonna be object in this, and this thing's gonna be object in this, and even the subject. So even the subject is common here. So in all these three things, the subject and object is common. Even though I have the common things, but I can easily rectify whether it is the present tense or past or a future with the help of this. Like I attend the spoken English class. It tells about the ongoing, I mean, it tells about the present action. I attended the spoken English class. It tells about the past action, and I will attend the spoken English class. It tells about the future action. So all these things you can express how? Just by changing the form. Let me remove this. Even here, if I remove this, and here as well, if I remove this. Now, what's the difference between all the three? Even if I ask which one is present, which one is past, and which one is future, you can't easily express. Why? Because as usually the verbs are missing. Okay. So the whole thing lies in the verb. That is, if I could add the verb attend, it becomes present. If I could add the verb that is V2, it became past. And if I could change further, it becomes some other tense. Thus, we could say that tense is nothing but it tells about the time, obviously, but how? It tells about the time of an action just by changing the form of the verb. Once again, let me repeat. See, if I am changing the verb form from attend, which is V1, to V2, then completely the tense and the time it got changed. This is what we can write. The definition of this is tense. Okay, it tells about the time, time of an action. How? With the change in the form of the verb. So what I'm doing, I'm just changing the form of the verb, with the help of which the whole time of the action got changed. So let me underline this. Okay, hope you are getting the point. So now we got the definition of tense. So now very crucial question that comes to us is, what is the need, like why we have to learn the tense? So for that, let's proceed further. And here we have the answer: to express an idea. So in case if you want to express any idea, or if you want to speak without grammatical error, in that case you have to use the tense, and that too with the consideration of time sense, which is very, very important. So without tense, as you can say, that it's not at all possible to speak, or to speak at least 10 lines or 15 lines. Like one or two lines you can speak without tense, like please, allow me, or like even in that you can't. Okay, please or thank you, the words you can speak, but the sentences you can't speak. In few cases you can, using auxiliary verbs. So now I hope you got the point, why, like what actually the tense is and why we have to learn. Then, as if we go further, so you can see tense is divided into three parts, that is past, present, and future. Now the question it arises, why tense is divided into only three parts, that is past, present, and future? Why not 4 or 5 or 6 or 7? Even though in case of the matter, let's say it is divided into, earlier it was divided into three, but later two more stages were added, like solid, liquid, and gas. But later Bose-Einstein and plasma was added. So in case of tense, why it's not possible? So the so simple answer is that, as we follow the necessity, and our necessity can be fulfilled by only these three things, that is past, present, and future. Let's take one example. Let's say if a person has to speak, so if a person can speak either about, like if a person meets his friend, so either he may talk about the past, like whatever his achievement or whatever the regrets, or he can share about his past, or like your friend or his friend may ask that what are you doing, that is about present, or the friend may also ask about the future goals. Thus we can say that if you meet any person or any relative or any human being, either they talk about the past events, or either they talk about present, or either they talk about future. But apart from these three, no one talks about any other factor. Now I hope you got the point. Okay. So then we are heading towards our next thing, that is one by one we'll discuss present tense, past tense, and future in detail. So here, as you can see, present tense, past tense, or future tense is further divided into four parts. That is simple present, okay, then present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. So we'll discuss about this one by one, and even I'll let you know the story behind that, why it is divided into four parts, why not 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Okay, so the next thing we'll discuss in our upcoming sessions. So for till then, keep watching, and in case if you get any queries, do let me know. Thank you.